headed back to the farm today. We got to get some stuff done around here. I've got to work on this fence too. Chase is having to open up the gate right there. I don't know if I showed you guys the clip, so I'm going to show it to you here in a second. So they had like, I think it was like horses and a cowboy on this, and Chase and his dad took it off. So I'll show them doing that, but there's a few spots we need to fix the paint plus some other areas. But I do want to thank Walmart for sponsoring today's video, but I'll show you that clip right now when they fix the fence. It's been about a week since we've been over here, so it feels good just to come in and check in. I typically do it more often, but we've just been busy. But today will be a good day. I wanted to hold off on some of these projects until the fall, but like fall came for a few days and then just left. We also got army worms at our house and here, and it like took the yard out. I know a lot of you guys are going to tell us we should have sprayed, but when you have like 20 acres, it's just not affordable at all. So it looks like Chase won't be mowing for a while. So that's the one perk. So today, one of the projects I want to get done is painting this trim here. It is so dirty. Like when you get up close, it's kind of like stained and dirty. And since we had all the walls painted, it just really stands out. And I'm just going to use the wall paint. I know you shouldn't do that. It should be a different like finish, but we did like a satin on the wall just so the white would be easy to clean. So just to make it easy, I'm gonna paint that at some point. I don't think I'll do the door today because I may paint them black one day, but that's one of the projects. And I do want to thank Walmart for sponsoring today's video and Chase for putting this together for us. So basically we're trying to get this house stocked and ready to go, and I thought one thing that would be really nice out here is a grill, because I don't think we're gonna want to cook inside much. And this one's actually from Weber, which is a really, really good brand. You may not think of Walmart carrying good brands, but they do. This one is a perfect size because we won't be hosting like a ton out here. I mean, we have the space if we're gonna be outside, not inside. But I wanted to show you up close just like how nice it looks. I think I'm gonna have Chase put it down there because that's the kitchen door, and I think it'd be perfect coming in and out right here. If we put it on the front porch, everyone sees it. I just feel like in here it's away from the elements, so I think we're gonna keep it right down there. So this definitely isn't what this spot's intended for, but it's how we're gonna use it because we don't have any cattle. But I think it's gonna be perfect because out here we can open up these barn doors, and if I come down here, those as well. So like, think if we wanted to have a cute little party out here, we could add tons of tables. I swear one day I want to see a wedding here, not like a fancy wedding, but like a country wedding with like a chandelier and tables, cowboy boots, all of it. I think it'd be so nice. I'm just dreaming, but one day. So we went with the propane. We tend to always do the propane, but they have charcoal options. What else do they have?
Really good charcoal options. They have a 4-burner if you want a bigger propane. We got the 3-burner just because it's a smaller house.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got the propane, they got the charcoal grills, all the grill covers and accessories. We always use those. They're great stuff.
I think covers are so important. You don't think about getting one, but it keeps it cleaner and just maintains it, especially if you're going to keep yours like on a back patio or outside. You think ours is covered, but this is all open too. So we're definitely going to grab the cover, but they have all the accessories.
I love this. It tells you the temperature, so you don't have to like have, you don't have to lift it open, figure out what the temperature is. It just tells you right there when you're preheating something.
It is like a nice one. It's fancy. What I wanted to show you guys on this is there are accessories that we can always add, and that makes really good like Father's Day gifts. Like if you want to get this, or maybe you have one and you just need their accessories. Like look, they can put all the stuff they need while they're grilling. And then Chase mentioned there's a boost. I have no idea what that means. But
40% more boost power if you want to really grill, pretty hot and heavy.
So is it like if you want to cook faster, or is
I think so, yeah. If you want it to cook faster or just sear it, darker or whatever. But yeah, 40% boost mode if you turn it all the way to the right there.
I'm definitely not the griller in the family. If you can tell, it's totally Chase, so he's excited for this. So don't forget to check them out. Like if you guys are needing something like that. I feel like going into the fall, we tend to use our grill the most just because in Oklahoma it's hot during the summer. Like it is so hard. But I'm gonna have this linked, and then some of their other stuff, I'll have it all down below in the description box. So thanks again to Walmart for sponsoring today's video. Chase brought me everything I'm gonna need, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this done because it's something that's been like driving me crazy for so long, and I honestly don't think it's gonna take long. So let's knock this first project out. I completely forgot to bring like a drop cloth, and I'm so sick of going back and forth from this house. So we're improvising and we're using paper towels. So we do not want to get that new carpet dirty with paint. I also have my paint clothes on just in case you're curious. You've seen this outfit like 5 billion times in all these videos, but I don't want to ruin anything else. And then we forgot our paint stick, like the stir, and we used the inside of the paper towel roll. So we're being very resourceful today. Just taking a few minutes to get that done. It just looks fresh again. I will say the baseboards down there weren't too bad. I was kind of eyeing it. It's anywhere there's like a lot of traffic. You know, like when you turn into a room, like I feel like kids and different people will just put their hands on the wall to like turn in. You can tell that had just been touched a lot. The top was kind of messed up, and maybe just from like moving furniture and different things. I removed like an olive tree in there and I could have scratched it. So it could be for me. And then like this area, it's one of those I could probably just go all day long, like touching up, and that's kind of what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave my brush out, and as I see things, what's nice is since I'm using the wall paint on the trim, which I know you really shouldn't be doing it, but it makes life easy because as I see spots on the wall that need to be touched up, I can just do it. So I'm already feeling so much better. Like, this has been driving me crazy since we bought the place, but especially since we painted the walls and it just stuck out. Like I said, the doors definitely need some work, but I'm thinking about painting them. We already had that painted black, but I'm thinking about doing black interior doors. So you'll have to let me know your thoughts. I don't know if it would just darken the space too much because this place is already dark, or it would just be a fun pop. So we'd have a door here, there, and there, so 3. And then there's only 4 or 5. So it wouldn't take long. And I don't know if I like it white where they don't stand out, because like over here, that'd be a lot of black in this space. I'm still trying to decide. That's why I'm like holding off and not touching them yet. Another project I need to tackle is in here in the office. Bedroom area. This is the closet in here. I can't show you. It's finished. The video is coming. I'm editing it. So I can't like stand far back, but a lot of this needs to go now. Like, I need this back at my house. Different things we're not going to use here I can take home. Some of this just needs to be moved into the kitchen, and then when I go to work in there, I have it. So yeah, I just need to pull all of this out and get it emptied. So if someone stays, they have a closet, not just like random odds and ends. We got it all packed up, so I'll zip all this and get it out to Chase's truck so we can get that back home so I can figure out what to do with it there. But here is this closet. It looks so much better. I'm gonna keep the step stool here. I could probably, this has been painted out, but I may paint it again one day. I'm gonna leave this clock here because my grandma found it in her house. This is my grandpa and he passed away. And at some point I had put my name on it that I wanted it, and I don't even really remember doing it. So I thought it would just be perfect to be here in the office. I need to get batteries and stuff and see if I can get it working, but I just thought I'd go ahead and leave it here to have. And just a fun fact, I'll have to show you, and I've showed it before, but if you're new or missed it, Pearl in my office, my wedding dress sits on a stool that's from him too. It's in his workshop, so he's just sprinkled throughout, which I love. Now in here, I'm gonna go ahead and just put these bins up in here, and I'm gonna deal with it another day. That's what I keep saying. Like, I'm gonna have to line these cabinets one day. I need to buy stuff to put in these cabinets, so if someone ever uses this place. The kitchen, I still feel like has a long ways to go, which is fine. I'm trying not to like be super crazy in this house and get it all done at once, even though you guys know that's like what I love to do. The question I'm getting most is, are we gonna get a refrigerator? Yes. A, I'm trying to find a good deal. And then B, it's getting to the point where I don't know if we're gonna get a good deal. Like, it would have to be a miracle, because for it to fit here, it's gonna be hard. So basically, I don't want it to stick out too much here. Like, I don't want it to go way far out. So we're gonna have to do a counter depth first, which is always funny to me. Smaller refrigerators cost more, but we're looking for that. And then the height is becoming really, really hard. And we noticed they like took the bottom out. So when they slid their refrigerator, you could still use this. They open, but the counter is like, or the top of the fridge is the like shelf. All the fridges we're finding, we're struggling with if they're gonna fit. So my dad already cut quite a bit off these, and when I painted it, we sanded it and painted it, and you can't tell, but it's still gonna have to be like that perfect fit. So yes, a fridge is gonna go there. It's just taking a little bit of time. Like I said, I don't wanna just run out and get like the most expensive thing, because this place isn't gonna be used a lot. So I'm just trying to be very, very budget friendly here. It's gonna cost a chunk of money, but it can be a smaller chunk. I'm all for that. When I was cleaning out that closet, I noticed these were here. I'm dreading this. So taking the sofa apart is hard, but if I'll put those shelf liners underneath these cushions, you don't slide as much. Otherwise, when you sit there, like as you sit there a long time, like the cushion comes forward and almost comes out. If you guys have a sofa like this, you know, just grab shelf liners. I mean, they make something for it, but shelf liners is just as easy. So I'm gonna slowly take that apart, put those in, and then call it good. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to store these, and they should be underneath the cushions anyway. So we're gonna do that next. I'm a little out of breath, but I'm so glad that's done. Every time I would go in the closet and see those liners, I'm like, dang, I should put those on, but it just never feels like the right time. So officially done. We used to have them when that was in our movie room, and it really worked so well. Well, I'm glad I tried that because I know not to get any more of these because it doesn't fit in the kitchen cabinet. So that's really good to know. I've got one down there on that shelf. I'm gonna see if it fits down here. I've mentioned this before, but this is my favorite space. I feel like the cabinets did better in here. Look at all that. Like when I say we have work to do, we still have work to do. And most things I'm just gonna put, yeah, that's not gonna fit either. I'm just gonna put in containers. So even when I line it, it's not like touching, it's gonna be in something. I guess it's just gonna have to go home too because it's not fitting anywhere. Now we're gonna go outside, the part I've been dreading. Oh, the sky is gorgeous. Maybe I do wanna be out here. Basically, there are spots out here that I wanna touch up from when they sprayed. Like in here, we hadn't cleaned out the flower bed yet. So can you see there's like red on certain parts? Throughout here, there's just places that need to be touched up. So I just grabbed a cheap can of black spray paint. It's not gonna be the exact color, but it's gonna be good enough. Like it's gonna look black instead of red. So I'm just gonna walk around and try to hit all those places because you guys know me, those little details matter. So let's start working on it. I don't know why I only bought one can. I really honestly felt like that's all I needed. But with any project, I feel like you always need more. But I'm just gonna get through this whole can. I might need one more another day when it's not as hot. It's just a little hot today, but I still have like, I think half of it left. So I may be able to get it done, we'll see. I just wanna show you up close what I'm kinda, it's gonna be hard in the light, but that, I think it's just the chain was there and so it didn't get sprayed. Just little stuff like that. Okay, I showed you that clip earlier. If I shared it before, sorry, I cannot keep up what I'm showing you guys and not. So they took off all the, I'm gonna call it like details. I'm sure there's a better name for it. And then Chase did spray it that day, but it was with a matte paint. So I'm sure on camera you can't notice. In real life, it just needs to be, you know, a glossy one. So I'm gonna go over all those areas. It's a little toasty today. I mean, it's not horrible. It says 83, but it feels a lot warmer, maybe just because I'm working. But the day is beautiful and the sky is gorgeous. It's always my favorite when it looks like this. I did my best. So I got most of it, of the part we painted. So it was only part of the red fence that I'm painting black. There's a lot of like the T-posts, those we're not touching. There's way too many of them out here. Over here, we only did the first layer black because the other three like stall areas, you could tell used to be red, and then they painted white and the white's coming off. So one day I'll probably get in there and spray that, but it's gonna have to be with like an actual like paint sprayer. I think it'd take me all day with this. I mean, I could, if it's cool enough and I get the motivation, I could. But I think for now, I see a few spots. I have a little bit left, so like on my way back, I'll hit a few and then I'm gonna go back inside to cool off. Let's talk about this. I'm not sure what to do with it. Like I could paint it, but it's very, very raw wood. I don't know if you guys can tell, it's like super, super rough. Do I just leave it? Because it kind of covers that up. Do I, like we could put a cute little bench here, maybe like paint it black so it matches the barn and then put, I mean, I don't know that anyone ever sit there. Or do I have like a sign made, like we named this place, kind of like we did the Modern Jewel, and I put a sign here. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Definitely feels better in here. I'm cooling off. I washed my hands. I still have paint all on them. I wanted to talk about these countertops. I've been getting so many questions about them as well. I know we haven't like lived in here a lot, but I am shocked of how well they hold up. Like the first time Chase threw keys on this, I panicked because if I did that on any other black paint in my house, like where I've painted tables and stuff, it would scratch it. Like it does fine. So like it has like it's very hard. Like it's a paint, but it's made for countertops. So it is durable. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't feel like paint once it's on. It's like a nice coating. So I wanted to show you, like anybody else is probably freaking out right now if they painted something black. I wouldn't even really want to do that on this table. I feel like that would scratch, but it doesn't like on these. I just realized that wasn't painted behind there. Like this is where the refrigerator goes. So once it's in, you won't see it, but I don't know how long that's gonna be. And now I just know it's not painted and my paintbrush is, you know, like already over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out. Another thing we're working on today, or Chase is doing it, is the filter. It gets pretty bad in Oklahoma and we have bad allergies. I feel like Savannah and Chase's are worse, or the worst. How often do we do it?
Every 3 months.
About every 3. Is that what we do in our house too?
Our house is 2 months.
Oh, see. Which here, I guess there's less people. The door's not being opened as much, but it still got pretty dirty. So if you haven't changed yours out in a while, it's probably time to do it. Up next is taking this dish down. So as you can see, every time we come over here, like Chase has a to-do list, I have a to-do list, but so much is getting done. So they needed this in the past. Another internet service has come out here now. So if we need it, we'll be going with a different company. So there's no reason to have like this up on the house. So fingers crossed it comes down easily because we definitely don't need it anymore. Look how much better that looks. It's just so much cleaner out here. Like before they had the dish and then the shade and just like tons of flower beds. I mean, flower beds would be pretty out here, but I just don't have time to keep up with 2 houses and all that. It would be a lot, but it is looking great. Another question that I wanted to answer is, are we decorating this place for Christmas? And that is a 110% yes. I've got to start shopping once things come out and figure out the theme over here, but I cannot wait to decorate this place. So that will be a video, I'm assuming, in November. So be on the lookout for that. But thank you guys so much for being here and watching us get these projects done. If you see a project we need to tackle, why not just leave it down below in the description box, and who knows, we might tackle it one day. So put it down there, and I can't wait to read what you guys come up with. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks to Walmart for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.